Hello, hi everyone. Good morning. How are you, friends? Today we are going to discuss about zoology first year syllabus, the 10th class biology only biology. But now intermediate stage biology is divided into two branches: botany and zoology. Botany and zoology separate. The intermediate, the BPC students. So BPC, botany, physics, chemistry, botany, zoology, physics, chemistry, the optional subjects. So biology two branches, botany and zoology. The study of plants is called botany. The study of animals is called zoology. The first of all, the zoology. So what is the zoology? The syllabus, zoology syllabus already in the lower classes. The biology, some of the systems, excretory system, circulatory systems, reproductive systems, so respiratory systems, digestive systems, already the study is in the lower classes. Next, intermediate, the first year's zoology syllabus. Now let us see the total 8 units. How many units? Total 8 units. Unit number 1. Diversity of living world. Diversity of living world. So diversity of living worlds. What is the life? The life, the various type of living organisms in the world. That is the various type of living organisms in the world. The biology, the study of animals, the study of living organisms. So the biology, botany and zoology. The zoology study of animals is called zoology. So the diversity of living world. So this what is the life and nomenclatures, the branches of biology. The branches of biology. First unit, this unit we will discuss what is the science and what is the life and the nomenclatures. What is the binomial nomenclatures? What is the trinomial nomenclatures? What is the tautonym? And next, the branches of biology. So some number of biology branches. So taxonomy. Next, the taxonomy, physiology and ecology. Next, anatomy, the cytology, paleontology, genetics. So the branches of biology, number of branches. So number of branches, for example, embryology. Embryology deals with the study of embryos. Then next, the paleontology, the study of the fossilized animals or fossilized animals is called paleontology. The physiology, the forms, the physiology, cytology, the study of deals with the cells and tissues. Cells and tissues in the cytology. So what is the cytology? What is the taxonomy? So what is the morphology? The next, what is the physiology? So what is the genetics? Ethology, the different type of the branches. Different type of the branches completely we will discuss in this units. The next, nomenclatures. So nomenclatures particularly. So number of species. So number of species in animal kingdom. Number of species, one type of the species. The container in this species a particular name, identifications or recognition. Particular name, particular species, identifications or recognitions name, place to the place name, different countries. Different countries, one type of this species, the same name. You know that. Already the same type of this species, for example, human beings. The human beings, Homo sapiens. Already lower class, Homo sapiens. Homo means equal, same names, same. Homo means same, so Homo sapiens. Homo sapiens worldwide, all countries, animal kingdoms, the same names. The same names, the animals, different type of the animals, the recognitions, the calling the recognitions, the calling the identifications. So the particular name, the specific name or particular name, and so this is nomenclatures. So nomenclatures. For examples, human beings, all human beings, but a particular name. So particular name, the Ramesh, Raju. So this is the particular name is a calling, is the identification or is the The question of all the nomenclature means the particular species recognitions, the particular species they calling the is the so identified by the particular name or particular the name in the worldwide the same name. So India, China, Pakistan, so all countries in the same name. For example, Corvus splendens, the crow is the name, so all countries in the same name. So the India is a crow, so Pakistan is another name is the confusions. But one species, particular names in all countries. So this is the nomenclatures. The binomial nomenclatures, trinomial nomenclatures, and tautology. So we will discuss these chapters in the diversity of living world. So the first unit. The next structural organization in animals. The second unit. Let us see structural organization in animals. So organizations, organs, formations. How is the formation of organs? The cellular organization, tissue level organization, the tissues, the cellular tissues, the organ system, grades, organ systems, and organizations. So one by one, the first of all simple to the complex. The simple to the complex. First of all, atoms, molecules, cells, tissues, organ system, tissues and organ systems, and next the populations, ecosystems, the biomes. So one by one, the simple to the complex. But only one cell cannot formation of the organs. Only one cell cannot formation of the organs. One organs the formed by the group of cells. Any organs the formation. Any organs formation group of cells. The group of cells formed by the tissues. The tissues the group of tissues formed by the organs. So is it clear? The structural and organization animals. These units we will discuss. So organ systems in the formation. How is the formation of the cells, tissues, organ systems? The one cells, the group of cells formation, tissues, organs formation, organ system is formation, body structure, total body structure is formations. The next the populations, ecosystems, the biospheres. So it's the one by one levels to the another levels to the low levels to the high levels. That means so simple to the complex. This chapters we will discuss the next coelom, symmetry. So the symmetry, what is the symmetry? Types of symmetry. The next what is the coelom? How many types of coeloms? Symmetry means any animals. For example, this is the one of the animals. The longitudinally are transverse sections. Longitudinal section are transverse sections. Two equivalent identical parts divide. Two equivalent identical parts divide is called symmetry. Bilateral symmetry means means any animals two parts divides, equal parts divides is called bilateral symmetry. Some of the animals circular parts divides, and some of the animals so two equivalent parts can. Some of the animals cannot divide into two equivalent parts. Asymmetry, bilateral symmetry, radial symmetry. There are three types of symmetries. There is coelom, the formation of the coelom. How is the formation of the coelom? The chapters, the coelom introduction. First of all, coelom is the formation of coelom. So this is the elementary canal. Clearly observed. Let us see elementary canal, body wall. In between the empty space is formation. This empty space is called coelom. This empty space is called coelom. Body wall and elementary canal. Body wall and elementary canal is in between the empty space. Any animal's formation of the empty space is called coelom. So some of the animals cannot formation of the empty space. Why? Because this empty space mesenchyme or mesoglea. Mesenchyme or mesoglea is a acoelom, pseudocoelom, and true coelom or eucoeloms based on the formation of empty space or coelom. So we will discuss these chapters. We will discuss in these chapters. The next tissues. The types of tissues. This is the epithelial tissues, connective tissues, muscular tissues, nervous tissues. Muscular, epithelial tissue, connective tissues, muscular tissues, nervous tissues. The tissues so the tissues formation of the organ systems, formations. The tissues formation of the outer surface of the cells and cells and tissues, the structural organizations. In this chapters we will discuss structural organization in animals. Okay, is clear? Structural organization in animals we will discuss. First of all, organs formation. The next is symmetry, types of symmetry. The next types of coeloms. Next types of tissues. We will discuss completely this unit. The next unit number 3. Unit number 3, animal diversity 1. Animal diversity 1. So animal diversity 1. So invertebrate animals. In this unit we will discuss animal diversity 1 is the invertebrate animals. So invertebrate animals already lower classes you know. First one is the protozoa, porifera. Third one, coelenterata. Fourth one, platyhelminthes. Nematihelminthes. Next one, annelida. Next, arthropoda. Mollusca. Next, echinodermata. This is the invertebrate phylums. Protozoa to hemichordates. Echinodermata, hemichordates. Another one, hemichordates. This is an animal diversity 1. In chapters we will discuss these phylums. First one, once again I repeat: protozoa, porifera, coelenterata, platyhelminthes, nematihelminthes, annelida, arthropoda, mollusca, and echinodermata. So echinodermata. So each one phylums general characters. Next, classification. All phylums we will discuss. Protozoa general characters, protozoa classification, porifera general characters, porifera classification, coelenterata general characters, coelenterata classification, platyhelminthes general characters, platyhelminthes classification. Next, nematihelminthes also, annelida general characters, annelida classifications, arthropoda, mollusca, echinodermata, hemichordata. All invertebrate phylums, general characters and classifications. These phylums, where is are living in these phylums? The food habits, digestive systems, respiration, nervous systems present or absent. Reproductions, which type of reproductions? Sexual or asexual reproduction, development, direct or indirect. So completely each one phylums we know that each one phylums we will explain the animal diversity. So did you understand? So protozoa. So proto means primitive type of animals, the invertebrate animals. The next we see the single cellular animals or unicellular animals, multicellular animals, but cells is individuals. Cell data is a multicellular animals. The next platyhelminths up to Echinodermata, hemichordates, multicellular animals. Multicellular means group of cells formations, organs formations. The organs formations starting with platyhelminths, the organ systems. The protozoa is only single cells. The single cell animals, the protozoan animals, poriferan animals. Where is the living in protozoan? Where is the living in poriferans? Where is the living in cellcratons, platy, nemati, annelida, arthropoda, mollusca? So which type of respiratory organs? Which type of excretory organs? Which type of reproductions? Reproduction is generally two types: asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. What is the difference between asexual and sexual? Asexual, without cushion of the garment. Without cushion of the garments, the asexual reproductions. The cushion of the garments is the sexual reproductions. So male and female garments, the cushion of the two garments is called sexual reproductions. So protozoa is the asexual and sexual. Porifera is asexual and sexual. So the asexual and sexual reproductions. So most of the phylum of the animals, the sexual reproductions. The sexual reproductions, any animals, the developmental stages, larval stages is present, indirect development. All phylums, the invertebrate phylums. So invertebrate phylums, the remembers. So remembers the invertebrate phylums, the sequentially: protozoa, porifera, cylindrata, platyhelminths, nematihelminths, annelida, arthropoda, mollusca, and echinodermata. Okay. The next animal diversity 2, unit number 4. Animal diversity 2, unit number 4. So unit number 4. So unit number 1, all invertebrate animals. What is the vertebrates and invertebrate animals? Vertebra is present and absent. Vertebral column is absent is called invertebrates. Vertebral column is present is called vertebrates. So animal diversity 2 is a vertebrates. So vertebrates which phylum of animals? Vertebrates. So vertebrates, chordates, all chordates. The chordates fishes and amphibians. The next reptiles. Next apes. Next mammals. So vertebrates means chordata. So chorda means chorda means notochord, eta means having or bearing. Any animals notochord is present in the chordate animals. Chordate animals, based on the chordate animals, they classified the Urochordata, Cephalochordata. Urochordata, Cephalochordata, based on the vertebral columns present in the tail part and head regions. The two classes divides the units. So next, so the Urochordata, Cephalochordata, Gnathostomata. Gnathos means the jaws is present in the fishes, amphibians, reptiles, apes, and mammals. In the same, fishes also general characters. Fishes classification, amphibians general characters, amphibians classification, reptiles general characters, reptiles classification, apes general characters, apes classification, and mammals general characters and classifications. We will discuss the animal diversity to fishes. A different type of the fishes. Where is the living in fishes? All fishes, the aquatic animals, both freshwater and marine waters are seas and oceans. The most of the fishes living in the oceans are seas. The next freshwater sources, the rivers, tanks, ponds, lakes, dams. So the fishes which type of respiration, which type of digestive system, which type of nervous system, which type of excretory organs, the reproduction development, we will discuss these chapters. Next, amphibians also. So amphibians means dual mode of life. Dual mode of life means so the terrestrial and aquatic natures. Terrestrial and aquatic. So the terrestrial and aquatic. This is the completely aquatic animals. So the first time come out the land. Amphibians first time come out the land. The amphibians, hence the name is amphi is dual mode. So dual mode means terrestrial and aquatic habitat. The next reptiles. The true terrestrial animals, the reptiles, the creeping or crawling animals. The creeping or crawling animals like that snakes, lizards, coyotes, the squirrels. So this type of the animals, all animals they are reptiles. Lizards, chelonia, tortoise, next rhynchocephalians, the squamatons means the lizards and different type of the snakes. The next the crocodiles, all including the reptiles. The next aves, different type of the birds. Aves means birds. The birds they flight adaptations. The flying animals are aerial animals. The less luggage and more comfort. Only the body size is decreases. That expresses the dual respirations. So thousands of miles at a time migrations. The aves. The mammals, the well developed, the highly developed the vertebrates. The mammals, the arm system is well developed. Mammals also. So this is the terrestrial. Only few of the animals the aquatic natures we will discuss completely animal diversity too. Okay, is clear? The next unit number 5. Unit number 5 is locomotion and reproductions. Locomotion and reproductions. The present now this unit is deleted. Present now this unit is deleted. Only COVID pandemic situation. COVID pandemic situations, syllabus reduces the syllabus. Reduces the syllabus. This unit is deleted, but only IPE. So other competitive examinations also compulsory study reading this unit also. Locomotion and reproductions. The locomotion and reproductions in protozoa. The protozoa locomotions. Locomotion means one places to the other places moving. So any animals in the movement is compulsory. The locomotion means one places to the other places moving. The locomotory organs. For example, protozoan animals and the protozoa phylums already the animal diversity once in the first phylum. Protozoa is the locomotory organs. Locomotory organs the pseudopodia and flagella and ciliums. So the three types of locomotory organs. So one places to the other places they free swimming by the waters the locomotion. So next different type of locomotory organs. Different type of locomotory organs. The reproductions also a sexual reproduction and sexual reproductions. So the sexual reproduction by the budding, a sexual reproduction by the budding and fissions. The binary fissions are multiple fissions. Asexual reproductions. The sexual reproductions. Sexual reproduction is the gametes. The formation of the gametes. So the locomotion and reproductions we will discuss in these chapters. The next unit number 6, biology in human welfare. Biology in human welfare. Biology deals with the animals. Biology deals with studying the animals is called biology. The human welfare. So number of human welfare is the interactions between the environment and the animals. So the sum of the number of animals or species and number of parasites. So these units we will discuss parasites, types of parasites, the diseases, different type of the diseases, the causes of diseases. The next tobacco, TDA means tobacco, drug and alcohol. TDA. Actually, youth and adolescents. So adolescents, the TDA abuse, tobacco, drug and alcohols. Is the abuse the TBA, tobacco, drugs. So nowadays the most of the drugs, the cocaine and different type of the drugs, the alcohols. So alcohols, they taking the alcohols injurious to the health already. So you know. So biology, human welfare is the parasites. What is the parasitism? So types of parasitism. So interactions between the two different type of the species. Only one animal is benefited, another one is the harmful are affected. So harmful are affected is called parasitism. The next, so parasite types of parasitism, they based on the living the bodies, inside the bodies and outside the bodies. Ectoparasitism, endoparasitism, cellular, intracellular, extracellular parasitism, hyperparasitism. So different type of the parasitism, they depending upon the living the parasites the host bodies, living the parasites host bodies the biology in human welfare. So next, human welfare is different type of the parasites, they causes the different type of the diseases, then contamination of the food and the waters, contaminated food and the waters. So for examples, entamoeba histolytica, the rainy seasons, the polluted, the contaminated water, drinking waters and food materials, taking the food materials. So entamoebiasis or amoebiasis disease, entamoeba histolytica. Next, plasmodium vivax, the plasmodium vivax causes the disease malaria. So malaria, rainy seasons, so this is the mosquito bites. So anopheles, so anopheles mosquito bites me. So they cause the disease the malaria. So next, the ascariasis disease caused by the Ascaris lumbricoides. Eukaryosis caused by the disease Eukaryosia bankruptcy. So the four life cycles, the parasitic life cycles, entamoeba histolytica, next plasmodium vivax, next Ascaris lumbricoides, Eukaryosia bankruptcy. The four parasitic life cycles you know the studying we will discuss in these chapters. We will discuss in these chapters. The next, diseases pneumonia, some bacterial diseases, fungal diseases. The next, viral diseases and a common cold. Next, ringworms. So ringworms, the pneumonia, this type of the diseases. The next, TDA abuse, we will discuss these chapters. The next, unit number 7. So unit number 7, the Periplaneta americana. Periplaneta americana. So Periplaneta americana is the insect. Insects, the arthropod phylum animals, the Periplaneta americana. This unit is also deleted. Then it is the syllabus. The 5th, 7th unit completely deleted. Periplaneta americana, we will discuss external morphology, respiratory system, digestive system, circulatory system, reproductive systems. All systems we will discuss in the Periplaneta americana. The next, unit number 7. Unit number 7, ecology and environment. Ecology and environment. So ecology is studying the between the species and environment. Ecology study deals with the species and environment. Ernest Haeckel scientist the ecology and environment. The ecology and ecology, the branches of environment ecology. So ecology deals with the species organisms between the species and organisms and environment ecology. So ecology oikos. Ecology means oikos, the Latin word. So oikos is the house. So environment. So atmosphere or environment. This is the first of all the ecology and environment. The light, temperatures we will discuss. The light, temperatures. Temperature is the requirement, the factors. Requirement of the factors, the animals. Why? Because the temperatures cannot availability of the temperatures. So metabolic activities cannot be process of the metabolic activities. And so the number of metabolic activities cannot function depending upon the temperatures. So some of the animals they the depending upon the skin color formations, the metabolic activities. So this is all metabolic activities depending upon the temperatures. Temperatures, the sources of temperatures, the sunlight. The sunlight, so the temperatures and light, temperature and light. Next ecosystems, the freshwater ecosystem, marine water ecosystem, desert ecosystem. So all the ecosystem. Next food chains and food web. What is the food chains? One animals eaten by the another animals. So another animals eaten by the another animals. One by one. One trophic levels to the another trophic levels. One animals depending upon the other animals through the food chains and food web. The next populations. So ecological populations, the ecological pyramids. Then we will discuss the ecological pyramids and populations and the nutrient cycles, nitrogen cycles, carbon cycles, phosphorus cycles, or sulfur cycles. Sulfur cycles and pollutions. The water pollutions, soil pollutions, air pollutions. So this is the pollutions completely we will discuss in this units in ecology and environment. Is it clear? So first unit diversity of living world. Second unit the structural and organization animals. Third unit animal diversity 1. Fourth unit animal diversity 2. The fifth unit locomotion and reproductions. Sixth unit biology and human welfare. Seventh unit Periplaneta Americana. Eighth unit ecology and environment. Out of 8 units, there are 2 units deleted. Only they reduces the syllabus the COVID pandemic situations. Okay, did you understand the syllabus? The zoology first years intermediate.